Hello everyone, Daisy here with my first layout for the Paper House Productions design team, and I'm starting this layout out with some mixed media. I'm going to be using some of this Vicky Bouton paste, and I'm watering it down with just some regular water, and then I'm painting over this die cut which I had put on another piece of white cardstock. And I'm just painting over it because I want it to be like a really soft silver. I am going to be using one of the collections that I got in my design team kit, and I really wanted something that was going to let the colors that I chose really pop off the page. So I decided to leave this part in just so you can see kind of how I am doing this. I did not glue the die cut down. The paste that I'm using does a very good job of gluing it down to the paper. I think in the end I do end up having to glue a couple of pieces that pull up, but it works very well without any glue. So this is the collection I am using. This is called Marvelous, and this is a paper pack that has some foil accents, and it also includes a 12 by 12 sticker sheet. And I choose to use, well, I chose a few papers here, and I'm really going to use mostly that one that has the 4 different 6 by 6 sheets. So I'm going to be creating a unicorn, and I used a bunch of scrap pieces of paper to try it out first. And when I'm doing these kind of like scrappy kind of collages, I guess almost, I do like to use scrap pieces of paper and try to figure out how I want my pieces to go together, just so that I don't waste the good stuff. So these are really just things I pulled out of my scrap bin, and I just kind of freehand cut everything. You can see that piece, the like body of the unicorn is from that mixed media sheet that I created at the beginning, and I just freehand cut out a unicorn shape. And I'm just tracing around these little templates that I created. And sorry, this is partially off screen, but I had to keep flipping the paper over to make sure that I was in the color, because I didn't want, like, I just wanted one color to be on each part of the mane. I didn't want them to mix together. So now I'm just going to use that same paste and create a background for my unicorn to rest on, and I'm just using a star stencil from my stash and going over it with the paste, and I'm putting it on pretty thick here. I want it to stand out, but at the same time kind of blend in, and that's why I chose the silver color, because I feel like it's a really soft color, but it has enough shine that it makes it kind of special. So I'm going to put that away now. I do off screen add a little bit more, just because it doesn't completely cover, like there's a big gap underneath the unicorn's head. You can see kind of there down by its neck that I wanted to add a little bit more to. But here you're just going to see me kind of play around, try to get the main parts in here correctly. And really there's no real rhyme or reason. I'm just trying not to put the same colors together and trying to make sure that they fit well together. And I felt like the way I'm putting it now, it made it too thin, so I do push the mane up a little bit so that you see more of the neck of the unicorn, just to make it look more substantial, I guess. And as I'm going through, I trim a few of the pieces down and, you know, just kind of move them around until I'm happy. And then I'm going to go off screen and glue these down, because you don't really want to watch that. It's pretty boring. I did cut out a little ear because I thought it was missing something, and so I do use this ear. And then I was going to use this yellow paper, and this is also from that same paper pack, with some of the foil accent on it for the horn of the unicorn, but I felt like I didn't want to add that extra color. So I do go into my scrap stash and just pull out some pink glitter paper to create the horn, and I feel like that is the perfect kind of accent for these marble papers. I went and I printed off this picture of my daughter. It's a Snapchat picture, and she is a unicorn, so it works perfectly with this. And I'm just going to pop this unicorn up on some fun foam. You can see over on the right hand side that I did try some of that other marble paper, but it just kind of blended in a little bit too much, so I didn't decide to go with that for the horn. But I will use that same sheet of paper, the kind of pink and purple marble, to back my photo. So I'm just sticking down the unicorn, and then I'm going to back my photo with this paper here. And I try to pick more of the purple side of the paper just because I felt like there seems to be a more pink in the layout, and so I wanted to add some more of the purple. I'm just cutting off the excess parts of the unicorn here, and then I am going to pull out the sticker sheet. Now on the sticker sheet there is 2 sets of alphas, and one of them is it's more of a, it's not a tile alpha, it's like a regular one. And so I thought I was going to use that one. It's this teal one here, but it's just a little too small for what I wanted. So what I'm going to use instead is there are 3 words on this sheet, and it says smile, happy, beautiful. I'm going to use all 3 of those. I'm going to shop around this sticker, and it doesn't end up staying on here, but I thought the sentiment really would have worked with this. It says go your own way, but it doesn't end up making the cut. I do end up pulling it off. And then I'm going to pull in some Doodlebug alphas to finish off my title. So it's going to say smile, happy, beautiful, unicorn, and the unicorn is in that silver alpha from Doodlebug. But I really love bringing the colors off of that sticker sheet. I do off screen add some stars because I felt like it needed just a little bit more, and I feel like adding the colors in multiple places really help pull your eye around the page. You'll be able to see the star stickers at the end on the close-ups of this. But yeah, that's pretty much going to finish up my layout. If you have any questions or anything, you can head over to the blog. Everything will be linked down below, and you can also leave a comment below and ask anything that you have. Otherwise, I will see you again towards the end of the month with another layout for Paper House. Thanks for watching. Bye!